Good afternoon, FPL World, FPL Ched here, back with another video, the first of many for the 2026-27 season. Wide open. There's many of you, there's someone out there amongst the 13 million potential players that has got every single opportunity to come second this year behind me. So, you know, that's huge for you. Right, so let's crack on. Let's have a quick look and think about, you know, the BPS, which I think is probably one of the most important parts this morning. I think the live updates for me, I never used them. I never even used to go onto live FPL. I feel a bit sorry for that page because that was one of the big parts of it. But me personally, it was looking at ownership, etc. But I don't look at live updates for my mental health more than anything. I feel like it's a bit of a roller coaster. It's put my team in, say the deadline's Friday night, and then I look at scores, of course, we all do, but I don't look at points and bonus points, etc. And I don't look at what my rank is until the game week is done, because it's pointless. It's like celebrating a victory at 1-0 at half time. 90 minutes is all that matters, let's face facts. So that to me doesn't mean anything, but the bonus points do. The bonus points system. So we've got, there's benefits to now dribblers, marginal benefits, but it might help. So your players like Kudus, maybe Savinho, Semenyo, Doku certainly. Apparently Elliot Anderson, although I think with moving to Man City that will change. I think his DEFCON may change also. He'll be just turnover. I think maybe recoveries, but tackles, etc. I don't think as much. But then you've not got Pep, so the style of football might change. So bit of grey area, me for Man City. But the dribbling, so they get no minus in the BPS for being tackled, so they can, you know, attempting as many take-ons as they want and not get scrutinised for failing. It's good because probably on our radar, potentially within a player pool, Semenyo would have been in our player pool anyway, you know, in our thoughts, should we say. So that just strengthens him a little bit. I think Kudus, if he's on corners like he was for Frank, as long as he has a good pre-season and, you know, all the recovery from that horrific injury he had is positive, then, you know, he's another one that can benefit. So, you know, it does open a player pool and it opens up fullbacks a little bit. I probably still personally will go with your centre-back DEFCONs to begin with. But then, obviously, they are getting slightly penalised because they'll get less BPS for every clearance, block and interception. They will now get 1 BPS for every 3, not for every 2. So you're really going to just get you're going to get your DEFCON 2 points from them hitting defensive contributions. You're going to get your clean sheets, but when the 2 combine, you're probably less likely to drop into the bonus. You might get 1 instead of 2, or you might get 2 instead of the 3. So over a course of a season, you know, you might lose out. It'll be minuscule probably, but it does open up fullbacks a little bit with the dribbling capacity. Again, not by a deal. We'll see how much when the game's underway, but I wouldn't be throwing all my eggs into the basket of wingers and fullbacks. Certainly not. Yeah, DEFCON monster still. Keepers, goalkeepers. Goalkeepers are benefiting now from saves. They've dropped 1 for a penalty save, but then they're upping 1 for saving a big chance. I think that was what I read. So they get an extra point for saving big chances. So Pickford and Kelleher, etc. were up there. I remember Sells. I thought Sells the year before did well. Forrest the one to keep an eye on for me, from all aspects, from defensive contributions to Sells might be going under the radar as a keeper, as well as attacking fullbacks, the dribblers. You know, we might have a new Muniz, hopefully. Hopefully Glasner is that influential. Maybe Muniz is just a quality wing back. He probably is, because he did it for Colombia as well. So I would still be sticking with me defensive contribution centre-backs, goalkeepers. Raya, for me, is with them save bonus point system increases. Doesn't really do much. It just means that he's still probably going to simmer on the 6-point ceiling. But if you say had a Kelleher who did an amazing amount of shots in a game, you're looking at, and blagged a clean sheet, you're looking at probably a haul, really. So you know you're going to get your clean sheet points, you're going to get save bonus anyway, and then he goes into the bonus point system, so he's going to likely get the 2 or 3 bonus points maybe if he has a big game of saves. So I'm thinking to myself, don't get a rubbish goalkeeper from your Coventry Ipswich, although I wouldn't like to judge Coventry because I judged Sunderland last year and they did exceptionally well. But all I'm saying is I'm probably not going to go for your Raya. Too much money. Pickford will go up as well because he's number 1, he's brilliant, and then he does a lot of saves. Raya's shouldn't do many saves if Arsenal, you know, replicate last season. So your mid-table team, you know, and then there's a lot of new managers about, so that's pretty difficult to sort of guess, really. I'm probably going to be looking at Sells or Kingski, dependent on price. And I always think that the goalkeepers are quite underrated because I think that's the hardest part for me to decide on. I think you can pretty much decide on a team. You're picking talisman for me and spreading my assets, but my goalkeepers, determining whether I'm going to pick someone like maybe 5.5 million or 4.5 million, that extra million goes a long way in your outfield. And if I picked a goalkeeper, it's pretty much for a season. I know there's wild cards, so that does change. But I'm looking with a view to keeping him. I don't ever want to waste a free transfer on a goalkeeper, ever. And then you've also got the option of, do you go with a Raya and then a 4.0? Me personally not. Do you go with a 4.5 and maybe he's 4 million sub-keeper? So in case he gets injured, you've got the auto player coming in, so you don't have to worry about a transfer. Do you go 2 4.5s because you want to do rotation for fixtures? Me personally, I'd avoid that as well because I think the hard fixtures are when the save bonuses come about, and then the BPS, etc. You're going to get your jammy hauls where a team has absolutely peppered another team. It's 0-0. Goalkeeper's going to get a big point. So there, that's about all I can take from today. Not really that bothered about the live in play. I think for mental health, it's good to just wait until the end because it's too much of a roller coaster. I'm still sticking with centre-backs, even though full-backs are probably going to be slightly more appealing. Dribblers have come into a fray, so your Semenyo, who was already on my radar, is more so on my radar. But again, I'll probably still prioritise your Bruno, penalty takers, etc. Szoboszlai. But then again, you just don't know about Liverpool. There's a lot of unknowns with these new managers, you know, a lot of new playing styles. Yeah, I mean, I think Glasner's a good one because he's almost a sideways step, Palace to Forest. So I don't think you're going to see much different in how he sets up. But with the Bournemouth manager going to Liverpool, it's difficult. It's like when Frank went to Tottenham. I'm not saying Tottenham's a huge step up, but sometimes they don't know how to deal with big clubs. I think the Liverpool new manager, Iraola, will know what he's doing, but I don't think you can put all your eggs in the Liverpool basket of assets. I'm probably going to go for 2 absolute max, definitely not a triple up, no matter how good the fixtures are. Anyway, so that's just a quick thought through my very civvy brain. Have a wonderful day. Sun is booming again. I'd probably choose for a day of rain over the FPL launch because, you know, we need a bit of a drizzle. And stop dropping litter. Take care and peace. Lots of it.